Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Cycles podcast with me, your girl, Adhiambo, Kisumu City. You're hanging out with me, your girl, Maybe Cheryl. Thank you so much for tuning in to the previous episode. On this particular episode, I brought you someone very beautiful. She's very pretty. Uh,
Hi guys, my name is Hillie Pepeno. I go by this girl Hillie on my social media platforms. That's Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I am a social media content creator. I major in lifestyle, fashion, and food sometimes.
Food meaning
I'm happy to
you-
be here. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Food meaning you cook or what?
Yes, I cook.
You cook on social media.
Yes, I do. On and off,
Yeah.
but sometimes on.
So professionally, did you study for that? It's just
No, not at all. I've not studied, but I would want to go to pastry baking school much later.
that's after school now.
After school, yeah. I'm a law student.
She's a lawyer,
Yeah.
guys.
Just like you, girl. Please.
So after school, you want to go back to school? To be honest.
Yeah, but you see, it's not as long as at law school.
So how long is that? That's 1 year, 6 months.
I think it's about. There's one for I think 5 Saturdays.
Yeah.
Then there's another maybe
5
like 3
Saturdays.
months.
Yeah.
It's not much.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
But as for now, what I know is what I think I've grown up learning from my siblings and parents, what I've watched others do that I've perfected, or like YouTube here and there. So yeah.
So what's your favorite thing to make?
Well, I love to cook and eat chicken, but if I'm being honest, I prefer baking as compared to cooking. I do cook
Yeah.
and I enjoy it. I find cooking and baking therapeutic, but
Wait, do you mean baking chicken? Like baking
no,
pastry?
baking pastries.
Oh, yeah.
So I would say my favorite thing to bake, because I love baking as compared to cooking, would be cookies. I make some really good cookies.
Okay.
Yes, talk to me nicely.
But me, I have a problem. You know, when you sit with people and all the time they say, I'm a good cook, and then when you eat their food, it's literally
It's
shit.
bland.
It's
And then
literally
you
bad.
can't tell someone.
And you can't because
You're just like,
even the way they
review.
believe in themselves, you don't feel
Yeah.
strong enough to bust that bubble.
Yeah.
I've been with people and they're just like, hey, leo ni mulo. And then me, I'm excited because
Yeah.
of the way the food has been hyped.
Or like people who say my nyama choma is so good, my grilling is so good. You get
And
there,
then you get there,
it's
it's
either
just
it's too
machakura.
cooked or
Seasoning
nobody-
is
yeah,
pure,
iko
poor.
chini.
Mi nimefanya hivyo nikakula mashakura zingine ya Mungu. Those,
Sorry.
and then it was soup. There's no meat, but okay, fine. The food tastes like this. There's supposed to be meat there, but there's
Yeah.
no meat at all. But then now, hadi nikashiba mapema. I was
Eh,
so
Pole sana. But what about you? Do you like to
do I like to cook? I do like to cook. I do. I don't know what I like to cook.
what's your favorite thing to make?
I think chicken as well. Chicken, because at least you can do that in
To
several
like a
ways.
stew or
You can
grill?
stew it, bake it, or like fry
Yeah.
vitu kama hizo. That's easy. Also, I don't know. I just like to play around with, but mostly if I throw down, it's usually rice, my plantain, manini. You mix
Yeah.
all that there. So,
Yeah,
but me, I
it's the
know my
Nigerian
food.
babe.
And is that
You're ready.
It's like I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Anyway.
Yes, because it's jollof rice with plantain and the
No,
chicken.
but nasi mine is plain. I've never had jollof rice. I don't even
Okay.
know what that's all
You should
about.
try.
Okay,
I
fine.
think there's a new restaurant.
We'll have a date. That's
Yeah,
a date.
but hatutawaendosa hapa.
That's a date.
Yeah.
So this particular episode with Hillie, we're going to talk about it's breakup season.
Yes, breakup season.
I don't know why.
Kuna wanaokaf na wanaoachana.
Hakuna wenye wanakaf sahi.
No,
Sahi,
kuna wale wanaachana na kurudi kuoga na kurudi kwa soko. That's what they say.
yeah.
Yeah.
But sidhani sahi kuna watu wana nini. Kuna relationships zinaanza sahi. Okay, probably, maybe.
Yeah.
But the
And
thing
then
I
kuna
know,
wale wako never ending talking stage. Ile you're not sure graduation day ni siku gani, but uko tu. Yeah.
So unani attack why?
Sorry. I'm
Unani attack
sorry.
why? Anyway, there's this thing on Twitter. I don't know if you saw it, and it was Michelle Obama. She was giving her perspective on like relationships and how like young people give up on relationships way too soon. And there was outrage on that particular her particular point. So now people were like, there's someone who said outrightly Ati she's glorifying struggle in relationships. And to me, I don't know. I felt like people really do have a distorted view of how relationships are, especially in this day and age. It's people assume a lot that relationships are sunny.
Yeah.
Oh my oh my god, I just laugh like that because one of the sound engineers here is called Sunny. But anyway, so people assume relationships are sunny all through, and it's crazy because that's not actually it.
Yeah.
And for you to say, or for you to, I mean, it's fine to not want to be engaged in struggle all through, but also to just assume that there would not be such a situation, such a time in a relationship is absurd. So,
Yeah.
whatever she was saying, to me, I find a lot of truth in it. Where,
So
honestly,
what's your perspective on what she said? Like, what's your takeaway from?
my takeaway from
Yeah.
what she said is that's everything is I appreciate that she said that relationships are not entirely 50-50. So if you're getting into a relationship thinking that it will be 50-50 all the time, then no. Because obviously some days where one of you is,
For sure.
and then the other one is extremely down.
Also considering you're from very different backgrounds with
Yeah.
very different trauma.
Yeah.
Or one of you, because you could be with someone, they've never had a childhood trauma. They've come from a perfect family, mom, dad, kids, perfect. And then you meet with someone, or you're the one who maybe has not come from a functional home. So the dynamics are, they're different.
Yeah, also just considering life and its cycles, where one day someone is up, the next day you're down. So like her, she literally, I don't think she had any idea her husband would be the American president. So I'm sure
sure.
at some point there were years of struggle where he's also trying to figure out his dream. She's also trying to figure out her dream and all that nonsense. So whatever she said is, I find it to be correct.
Yeah.
So we will jump right into the episode, and you are going to give us signs that it's time for
Hey.
you to break up, or
So
time
I'll
for you to
start
leave your
the
boyfriend
pressure.
or girlfriend.
The pressure. So, how do you know when the relationship is ending? Maybe my answers will seem so toxic. So,
It's okay.
hey,
We're all toxic anyway. So
shout out to if I've been in a relationship with you and you're watching and it's over, but they don't regret.
are we
but-
unearthing trauma?
Yeah.
Pole.
So I think the main one is when you see their messages and you're just like, I'll reply later. Or let's say like you tell your significant other, babe, I've gone take a nap, or I've gone to the shower, and then you've come back, you're seeing messages and you're just like, I'll reply later. That's when you know.
It's
you know.
you're on deathbed.
Who you?
You're on deathbed.
We just wrap it
if
up.
you're seeing, because especially we know everyone's phone is always on their hand.
Yeah, exactly.
So if your significant other is taking 1 hour, 2 hours to get
Ama
back
month
to
has
you,
gone out and you're there messaging, oh, I love you, oh, take care, have fun with the boys. Ako huko Snapchat, Instagram,
everything is
there-
being
he's there
updated
active.
except your
And he's being a good content creator without even being in a paid
good
partnership.
boyfriend, yeah.
But he's not replying to you. My sister, it's time to take your bags.
and go.
Just bounce. Yeah.
Okay, you've said texting I love you, and I haven't done that in such a long time. I even feel like
Really?
it's so weird.
Tell your girls, your
I
friends,
do tell
love
them,
you.
but like now relationship, it's different.
yeah, for
Relationship wise, that hi
You
babe.
tell your friends you love them.
I do tell them a lot. Every chance I get.
So when I started, it used to feel like I love him. Because
When you started telling your friends.
I'm not used to telling my friends that I love you. I'm like how people say, I think maybe you've seen this on TikTok, they've said, love you.
If you tell me love
Yeah,
you,
like,
it's beef. What the hell?
It's not intentional.
Where's that
So also,
I?
I think.
No.
Yeah, so with the I,
Where's the I?
Yeah, so at least now I'm at a better place. I tell my friends,
Yeah.
I love you.
Any
Yeah.
chance you get.
For sure. So
So
yeah,
I think
that's definitely my first point.
I also had that when communication just dwindles all of a sudden, because when you're fresh, it's
Yeah.
like seconds don't
You're
even go
like,
by
you're
before you
there
get your reply.
smiling, you know, you're like,
Yeah.
maybe we'll just chill. You're like, babe, daddy.
And then you say daddy. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you
Yeah.
do. Okay, that one is for I
No,
don't
I don't. No, I don't. Of course, I wouldn't tell him in person. But like when you're in that
yeah.
at the
But
primary stage,
yeah,
you're,
those names can come
you
out. Those
know,
weird names. Yeah.
yeah.
So it's fine. But the thing I don't know. I think I've lost my train of thought.
Sorry,
What
what were
was
you
I gonna
saying?
say? I was like,
You
we
were
were talking
saying you
about
had the same
communication.
thing, and then you are, yeah.
That one has gone with the wind like
Okay,
that. But I was
so.
saying what I've forgotten. But anyway, I also had that communication kama imeisha
Mm-hmm.
kabisa, because I remember I also had that problem. There's a time that I was dating, but like back when I was young, also young, and then tumezoea kuongea, and then this time you see that text message and unaudhika.
Yeah,
And unaudhika. And then also, if good things are happening to you and your first thought is not to tell them, I
yeah,
think,
for
bruh,
sure.
that's a
But there's a
big,
fundamental problem when
yeah.
you don't tell your partner. Like when your first instinct is not to tell them about your success, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Either maybe they're not appreciative, or they'll be like, oh, good for you,
Yeah.
but me, I'm not doing that. When it leads to like a sort of like comparison, then there's a problem.
True.
Yeah.
So the second thing, the second sign that your relationship is almost ending or you should leave it, is that you have a persistent gut feeling that won't just go away. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but sometimes you just wake up and you feel, bro.
Especially for us babes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
it's there.
Una feel
Like deep
to
down, there's that voice that tells you, huyu,
hapa hakuna
hapa
kitu.
hakuna content.
Hapa
Wrap it up.
hapa episode zimeisha.
Yeah.
Na I don't know. And once it comes, even if he does the nicest thing to like to make you come back, nini nini, unarudi for like 5 seconds.
You're just
The
like,
next
it's
day
a
you wake up,
5 minute
yeah.
excitement. And
The next day
yeah.
you wake up and you're just like,
yeah.
you wanna go, you wanna go.
There's something I read somewhere this morning. Ebu, if you could allow me to load it.
Yeah, it's okay.
So your intuition is always on point, yet you routinely go against it. Play yourself and complain. I should have trusted my intuition. Make it make sense.
And then you get banned, and then you
Okay.
say, na nilikuwa najua tu, nilikuwa
Yeah.
najua tu.
I know I had a voice, but I didn't trust it. I
Do you
think
know?
ladies and gents, trust your intuition.
Do you know, I read somewhere that intuition, especially if you feel like your relationship should end, it comes strongly during ovulation.
Really?
Like, yeah. And I swear
Wow.
I can attest to that, because there's a time I was in a relationship, and during my ovulation days, during my cycle, I used to feel I strongly want to be out of it. And then when that cycle ends, I'm back to,
Yeah.
I'm okay, this relationship is working, nini, nini. And then again, I read our bodies are extremely honest with us.
Really?
Like we are honest with ourselves
Yeah.
the most during ovulation.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
just like,
But what about the babes who get like catfish? Like you think this is, you see, I think there are even movies about it where you think this guy, I forget something, Grace, A Fall from Grace.
I have not
That
watched
movie.
that
It's
one.
on Netflix, where this guy seemed perfect. Like he was a painter, he seemed, but on the low, he was trying to date older women and just extort money from them. So what happens to them? I normally wonder, because I mean, you could be dating a guy, and that's why maybe perhaps they say it's important to take your time, because you can only lie for so long, right? But what happens when you get catfished?
But me, I think if you're getting catfished, it means your due diligence game is extremely low, because most of the time, liars don't know
Yeah.
how. They, especially being consistent with a lie.
So
It's
then
very
maybe we would
tricky.
say you fall in love na akili, because
True, that's the thing.
being a hopeless
Yeah,
romantic in Nairobi, this day and age, No.
Ile hata and most of the time me kwanza I've realized a lot of these things they tell on themselves, but we una ignore because you
I
don't
think
want
so,
drama,
yeah.
because you don't want any. But if you peleleza, you hear
Yeah.
something and you don't ignore it.
Yeah.
Even babes who check their phone, check their significant other's phone, I don't feel kama ni kitu mbaya. Okay, ni kitu mbaya.
Have
First
you done
of all,
it?
no, I haven't. I
You
can never.
haven't?
I can
Me,
never dare.
I stand for Team Toxic. I've done it.
You've
there's
done
nothing-
it,
there's
but
nothing.
would you do it again? I can't. If I see even
Honestly,
tukiwa
I
na
think I don't
yeye,
have the heart to go back to that feeling. I think it's just also cause why you later on I've discovered like why are you with them if you can't trust that.
True.
You know.
So Mimi,
But hey, the time I did it or the times I've done it.
times, bro. You don't love
There's
yourself,
been,
and
you
it
know, when you want
shows.
to look for something, you will get it.
Yeah,
There are people who've told me that,
definitely.
and it is actually true. But the times I've gone through in my past relationships that I've gone through my significant other's phone, child, it was just a lot of heartbreak and tears and
So now
character
if you see
development.
10 people, mko 16 hata mko 20,
Unaona,
what the hell?
will broader from from I don't know where.
Your besties there.
Yes.
Your bestie's bestie. Like
Yeah.
what his bestie also. And
Mtu
Anyway, that's
ukiangalia kwa
messy.
jina naseviwa na degree yenye anafanya ati will broader mass communication but
Yeah.
ukifungua
Vitu
the
zote
best
will broader Moscow.
communicating.
That's so specific, Paul.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
We
sorry.
heal, we learn.
But I'm here for you from
Yeah.
here on.
Yeah.
Higher. The next sign is yours.
You get an ick. You know, when you start date, let me explain. When you start dating someone or like you're in a talking stage and it's like flourishing, almost every other thing seems amazing about this person. The way they talk to you, labda they open doors for you, you know.
Even the way they chew is like, oh my God.
Exactly. So there's some ick you get, and most women get it. Okay, I speak for myself, but there's an ick, like you're just like, like, you
Sasa
know,
huyu
maybe
kumbe
the way he's
anachiwingi
chewing,
hivo.
you had never noticed the way he chews gum, but now you're noticing, or like,
Even the way he's breathing.
yeah, ama you're there, na labda you know, he's taking a nap next to you, he's snoring, like it's exaggerated.
So
If
that
it was
snore
at
is what
volume 10, now
attracted
it's
you
at,
to
you know, 90, you know, kind of thing. So I
Yeah.
think there's an ick you get, like
Even when you see them opening their mouth and I said,
it's there. For some people, it's more pronounced.
yeah.
But it's definitely okay. I think it's definitely there.
But also, again, I'm just thinking about these things, and I feel when you're getting to know someone, definitely those things bore you. They do, but at that time you're just like, you know what?
But you're in that
Yeah,
man.
in
Everything
that
is good,
moment,
the
you're
vibes
just
are
like,
great.
it's such a small thing for me to, yeah.
you know. So I think it's there, but you just choose to ignore it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now it becomes.
Then now when things go south, it's highlighted. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so bad. But even I would love to hear what they have to say about us. You saw this thread about X going around.
Yes, I
and it was so
did.
terrible. People were saying, Ati their X is a person who's like now the males. Ati a girl whose dad is present in her life is an ick. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
But I don't know, like there's a lot about that because it's not the first time I've seen like males judging a girl situation, like whether her dad is present in her life or not. And I think it's unfair because people come from very different.
No, I think it's
you know.
just the toxicity that is being perpetuated. I'm telling you.
Also,
out
most
here, it's
guys
just-
who talk like that
Yeah.
use it as an excuse.
Yeah.
Or she has daddy issues, or she has, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
like boy bye.
disgusting.
Yes,
So I also have that one where the smallest things now begin to irritate you.
for sure.
Smallest things that used to be cute before are now
Ama,
just...
well, maybe they didn't need to be cute, but now they're just like, eh.
You know, I'm taking myself back and I'm feeling triggered.
Yeah.
So the other thing I feel that shows you time is up is when now when you sit down, because I hear people tell you if you're really struggling to make that decision, then do a pros and cons list. And then if you're
Have you done one
I've
before?
done one this year actually. I did one, but for like a situation. Like two people. I was comparing two people.
Mhm.
Then I was checking, hey, this one, if I waste my time here.
Mhm.
But, and if you are brutally honest with yourself, the cons are the bad things. The cons outweigh the pros. And then now, because this is someone you've known, this is someone you've been with, this is someone you've established like a connection with for a long time,
Yeah.
you're very familiar with them. Your only reason to now stay, now you start justifying, despite the cons being from here to here, you start
Yeah.
justifying and saying, oh my God, but I've known him for so long. Oh my God, that days we used to be happy.
Yeah.
How will he
I've known him for
feel?
five,
You know, if I
6,
leave, who
7
else will
years.
find me? Who
Yeah.
else will I date? Will I get sex? Will I get money from,
Yeah,
you know, all those
true.
things. So if
Yeah.
those now begin to,
Or you justify to your friends. Like your friends can clearly see Hili uyu, can you just funga virago? And you're
yeah,
like, no,
you,
girls, let
you,
me
you
explain.
guys don't know
You
him like
know,
I
last week,
do.
okay, he's been shitty, but last week, but one, he
Mhm.
said, you know, he wants to change, he wants to be a better
He's been
man.
cheating. Bruh.
Sweetheart,
Cheating is a
he's not about to
no,
change.
no, no.
You're not about to change a man.
You think
I
you
think human beings change when they
when they
want to
want
and
to, for
who they
who they
want
want
for who
to.
they want to, yeah.
Do you think you'd forgive a cheater? I don't know. I like to ask these questions because I like. I've never.
I would say it depends
Mm-hmm.
on the dynamic of the relationship. For example,
Mm-hmm.
if I am dating in my younger years, which is now, I would not forgive it. But if we're in a marriage, it gets complex because it's not just about you. It's not about Hilly. It's Hilly plus the 2, 3 children that are involved. And there's the trauma that you subject those kids. Fine, their father is not the best person on the earth, but there's that dynamic that you have to think about. So if we're in a serious relationship but there are no kids involved, I will leave you. One thing about me, nitatoka. But
Itaenda.
yeah, nitaenda. But if it's like a marriage and there are kids and there are families involved, you know, there's a way to go. And then also it depends on the circumstance, right?
I don't know. Even me, my answer to this question keeps
What do you
changing all the
think?
time. Mara, sometimes it depends. Sometimes when I think about,
It's so tricky,
yeah, when
it's
I
so
think
tricky.
about actually they did it,
Yeah.
and you're in the picture and they do it and they come back and still tell you they love you, and it's just so
There's so
messy.
much. I would say cheating
Changes everything.
changes everything because you live in a constant doubt.
Mm-hmm.
The trust is not the same again.
Yeah.
You know.
So if your reasons to leave to stay are just because you're afraid of fear mostly and that feeling comfortable in something that's familiar,
Yeah.
then you don't have enough reasons to stay, baby girl. So pack your
But most people
bags.
fear being alone, you know?
It's true. It's
Yeah.
and especially in this day and age. I don't know. I feel like again, in as much as the dating pool is very, very funny and messy, there's just an obsession with people to be in a relationship. There's just where if you're single, it looks like you have a problem. If you're single, ati wewe msichana kama wewe, because I don't know why I get that a lot and it's just dumb.
Yeah.
Msichana kama wewe uko single kwa nini? And it's just niko single because
We should
niko
talk
single.
about like the good and bad of being single.
For sure.
Yeah.
That should be a topic.
Yeah.
So yeah. Do you agree with your manenia familiarity?
What do you mean?
Like
We've
the
talked about
point,
a lot.
yeah, not the point of if you have less reasons, your reasons to stay are fear and all that.
I think yeah, that's when you know what we were talking about justifying.
Mm.
When you have to start justifying, that's when the red sign it's blinking at you because why are you justifying?
Mm.
Right? Remember, if it's to your friends, they've already like zoed you with this person. But if you have to justify your love to yourself and to your friends, then there is a fundamental problem, you know,
True.
that you're refusing to address. Yeah.
Yeah, the next point is yours.
So this one is toxic, but I think most people have experienced this. So when you find someone else's conversations more interesting than your partner's. So be ako hapo comfortable aja kuandikia habari asubuhi, you know, morning, my love, but you know your
And you don't
friend
even care for it.
give me a guy's name.
Kevin.
Hey Kevin. So Kevin has texted you, you know, morning Maeve, Morning, beautiful. I hope you slept well. I'm wishing you a lovely day. Let me know what you're up to. This hard worker will start making you smile. Now, you're still in a relationship. So when you're actively like excited about someone else,
Else's conversation.
girl,
It's
it's
a
time to
red
go.
flag. But I also read there's a meme that says,
Mhm.
at this nigga you think is replying to your text messages quickly is also delaying to reply to his girlfriend. So just stay where you are.
Okay, yeah, there's that. There's,
No,
yeah.
but I feel if you honestly follow, if you make your decisions based on memes, I think you'll stay in most of the saddest situations. Because
True.
again, I've seen a meme that says the dating pool is messy. I mean, we can all attest to that. And then so they say, kama uko na mtu shikilia. But
Yeah.
huyo mtu uko nayo pia, it's tricky, it's tough, it's getting exhausting and all that.
Yeah.
So you start weighing. Me, I feel honestly, if you make your decision based on memes,
I thought of something
yeah.
that I've seen like quite a bit. What happens when you're seeing person X and then person X's best friend? Now, let's say me and person X to a chane, and then person X's best friend or really close friend comes into the picture. So who is to blame?
I don't know, honestly. For me
The
personally,
vibe is right with
the friend.
person Y over here, best
Okay,
friend, Mr. Best
okay.
Friend.
That thing is messy. I
It's
don't know
too
why.
like
I
Sasa,
don't know
but
why.
what if that
It's always like
you
that.
see the John the Baptist theory?
Mm.
Like this one was just laying the way. That's so
Forana.
toxic. That's
It's
so
not toxic, honestly. It's what people go through. It's situations that are actual.
But it does
And
happen.
it's like,
There are people
yeah.
who actually,
And I think
find
I've
their
s-
people
yeah,
from
through their friends. And people
Yeah.
people usually say,
through your ex's friends.
wait, you till you meet the entire friend group and then now you can make your
To
decision.
also know if you're dating the
If you're
ugliest.
oh my god, oh my
Emma.
god. But I don't know, for me honestly, sometimes in as much as these situations are, they're very sticky and they're very funny.
True.
And this and me and you were best friends, extremely best friends, and then you leave your man and then kumbe that's my soulmate.
Man, it's so tricky. What?
Of course you'll feel bad.
Yeah.
Of course, even now, even me
Of course I
considering,
will.
and then
Because
even me considering will feel like I've been shady, or
Yeah.
it'll feel like Ati, I've
You've
been
probably
waiting
hung
for
out
you.
with us in a
I've
romantic
been
setting.
yeah, I've been waiting for you to leave him. But
Yeah.
all along, when you were with him, I respected it. I never even made those advances, nini nini. And then now
So
when
who's right? I don't think there's a right or wrong. I
I
think
don't
it's just
know.
dependent on the circumstances.
I don't know. Most people would say you forget about it, like don't even consider your friend's man and whatnot. But if now they're right for each other, I think now you just have to swallow that bitter pill. If you want to cut off your friend, you can cut her off. But I feel like I
Hey,
don't know.
that's a friendship breakup right there.
For real.
I don't do well with friendship breakups,
no,
but
I'm asking, would you kosana with me because your man and I, your ex
I
man
think
and
it
I,
would really have to depend
on the time frame? I think the
on
time
how
frame
close
would,
we are
yeah, and also the time
and
frame.
the time frame.
If you get
If it's like at a
year later,
where
a year later
depending
is too soon.
if I genuinely love this man,
Now we both do. Sorry. Now we both do. I don't know. I feel yes, ntakasiri. Me, I don't know. Me, I'm very open. If like
yeah.
my
So wongeja.
nita feel oh no, it a pinch. But now if we sit and talk about it, again there's a way someone can be shady with something. So maybe they're scared to talk about it with you. And again, that's very justified because the topic is very, it's so heavy.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we have a conversation about it and if you're genuinely genuine, you'll give an explanation and whatnot. And at the end of the
But
day, it's
how
not up
often
to me.
do babes sit and discuss?
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying influences how such a dynamic would go. And then if we are good friends as well, number one, if we're close friends, I feel like it is right for us to just sit and have that conversation where now, even after I hear what you have to say, again, number one, okay, in that situation again, I do owe you something because you're literally my best friend. So
Yeah.
I'd tell you first, like, me, I've been feeling this, yeah, man. No, I've not
Tricky.
been. I don't know, Aki. It's just a whole hypothetical situation that I don't think we'll ever
think
find a right answer
I do
to
really
it.
badly with friendship breakups, so I would just measure my feelings
And
and
leave all of them to
yeah,
go and
just
and then,
nisawa.
okay.
Mm.
Hiya. Was the next one mine? The next one was me.
Yeah.
this one is very important, and I feel like when your the sexual dynamics of the relationship become different. Oh no, they can be different because now maybe when you're hot, when everything is hot, fiery,
Eh.
you want to eat each other
Well,
24/7. That's fine. Okay, so when the sex life becomes, you feel like it's a chore now.
yeah.
You're no longer excited to
Like
like
we
do
should put it
it.
on like some timetable, and
Yeah.
you're not even married, but
Or even when you see him, that's not the first thing that comes to your head. Even when and he's trying to kiss you,
yeah,
you're
it's
like,
just
okay, sometimes you can hata kisses because you're just genuinely exhausted.
yeah.
But now when it's even disgusting
No, I
to
think when
imagine
it's
him kissing,
continuous,
yeah, there's a
um,
big fat problem.
yeah, like girl, kuamka ni kuamka
Or
kuoga.
or even when it happens, you just want it to get over and done with, and you move on to your business.
Yeah,
So I don't know. Would you stay in a relationship without sex? Like at you're dating and this person is telling you they love you so much.
definitely not, because I feel like intimacy is a way to connect,
Hmm.
and I mean,
So you wouldn't, even if they're checking all the other boxes, but now the sex is not there because for them they're waiting for marriage.
are you waiting for marriage?
Yeah, it's a scam. Yeah,
So are they a virgin?
probably. Now you know, for men we can't tell. We can never tell.
Yeah,
So
mans could be lying to
yeah.
you.
So and I
Meanwhile, he's
feel
enjoying
yeah, and I
kwingine.
feel
It's
because of
so it's
yeah
so
because
hard
of
to
the way
know.
everything is
But
so
I think when you know.
because of the way
Because
everything
there's someone you will
is.
find and they'll tell you, Hilly, Maeve, I'm a virgin. And it will look believable.
Yeah. But because of the way everything is set up these days and the way everything is just built on lies, to be honest, I wouldn't be comfortable in such a situation because in my head, I'm just, how can you have
I
a
think I would
boyfriend? How
doubt.
can you have a boyfriend that you cannot eat? Like,
Yeah.
honestly, how can you
At you
be?
waiting for marriage.
After you're just seated there together, you hold hands and you don't feel anything. Or even when you feel there's no way to dispense with them, like, what the hell? I feel
Yeah.
that's tough.
I know someone. Actually, it's happening in Nairobi.
Mm-hmm.
I know someone who of course I can't mention their name, but
You can't.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Mm.
I can't even dare. But it's a couple, they're very Christian, and they're both like active. They're very like their faith, they
Yeah.
have strong faith,
Yeah.
and they just don't meet in a closed room. So if they're meeting and spending time, maybe if they're going on a date, it has to be in a very open
Yeah.
place. If they're going out at night with their friends, if they're meeting in a house with their friends and they can't leave each other,
Mm-hmm.
ati, they stay alone with each
Mm-hmm.
other. And so far 2 years.
2 years.
God bless them.
It depends also again. Everybody is different. Now me, I was speaking for myself. I can't.
I don't think I
I
can.
don't think I can
I think
because
once you've
or
tasted
even if
sin,
I do it, it's
yeah,
just for 2 weeks and then I'll start wondering. Yani,
like,
and then
am I the
even no,
problem?
even when you start telling, even when you tell people you're in a
Mhm.
relationship with this person and you're not doing it,
Yeah.
it's just like, huh? And they
I hope
start
my
telling you,
mother doesn't
mwanaume
watch this
mgani.
episode.
There's no problem if she watches and
Yeah,
you're growing. There's only so
true.
much she can keep you from, bro.
True.
There's only so much she can keep you from. So, do you have any other point? Because I think I've exhausted
I
mine.
think my last one would
Mm-hmm.
be when you have more fights than there's peace.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Like, let's say I text my man morning with a smiley face instead
Mm-hmm.
of a heart shape. It's a fight. So where are your heart shapes? So where is this? Where is this? It's already a fight from good morning to good night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I'm online, probably I'm trying to respond to something, and he's like, what are you doing? Why are you not talking to me? And so if they're significant, like if you look at the fights as compared to the peace that's there, if there are more fights than
Yeah.
there is peace, sweetheart, that is not your soulmate. Just
Or even
accept.
you're out there buying something and then he looks at the waitress hata hajamwangalia kwa nini and then you start feeling
Yeah.
amemwangalia sijui suggestively.
Yeah.
You're fighting over me.
But there are
Mm-hmm.
couples who do look at, like, if a babe passes and she
Yeah.
has,
Yeah.
a big nyash, they'll look together. So
Okay.
it depends. It depends.
Mm-hmm.
I think it depends with the setting. we can't have kosanad, we're not even getting along, then you are there with your big eyes looking.
But fighting with your significant other is so bad. The heaviness
It's
in your
just too
stomach,
much.
in
I
your
think,
head,
yeah.
like beefing with them is the
Yeah.
worst thing ever.
Yeah.
So girlies and even men, I think most of our even I think I don't know. I'm not sure if men have like intuition,
I'm
like
sure
at
they
even them they
do.
sense and they
When
feel,
you know, you
or if
know.
it's as strong as ours, because I feel like ours is through the roof. Anyway, so if you
Mm.
feel some of the things that we have discussed here, or most of them, or even all of them together, then I think it's really time to sit and reconsider and really make a choice that is
Yeah.
honest with you. Because
Also, they should leave like comments on your,
yeah, add
yeah,
additional comments on some of the
add,
things that you think are signs that your relationship is
yeah,
on its deathbed,
let us
and
know.
then you
Let
should
you
walk
know,
away.
sorry.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
you, Allah.
You could
Even
take
you.
a
This
leave.
episode is you're now
Yeah.
tied to it. So
Okay. So
thank you so
yeah.
much for coming, Hilly.
Thank you too
To
for
such
the
a pleasure to
invite. I
have
love
you.
meeting you and being here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So we will probably do another episode together, yeah? So be sure to follow us on our social media pages at cycles_podcast, or my personal page at Mabe Cheryl, or at Mabe Cheryl1 on Twitter. That's Instagram. Do I need TikTok? TikTok Mabe Cheryl6. And follow Hilly at
This girl Hillie on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.
also, be sure to leave your comments and make sure that you subscribe and share this link to at least two people you know. See
Yeah.
you on the next episode. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you. Bye.